Hey guys, Wallen Customs here, and today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends. This is the Sandman Build-A-Figure series, and this is Miss Marvel. Looks pretty cool. It's nice to have brand new characters, updated characters in your collection. Take a look at the back. You have some nice characters right here as well. It's a good wave. Alright, let's open her up. Alright, so here is Miss Marvel out of the box, and she's a pretty decent character. I like how she looks. She does come with a couple accessories. First off is the upper torso, basically, of the Sandman character right here. I wonder why they do this on the figure where they have like two different pegs right here. It makes no sense to me. I don't know why, but anyway. Going to the rest of the figure, she does come with extra hands, which is pretty cool because her power is like, I guess you could say it's almost like Mr. Fantastic, right? Pretty much, right? But I think she might be really strong as well. But I don't know if it's enhanced by her abilities. Anyway, you do get these extra hands and arms right here, which you could basically just pop off, like so. See how easy it is. It doesn't seem that easy. Give me 1 second. There you go. Alright, pop that off. And you stick a new one on. And that's pretty nice. Pretty cool. So now she has longer limbs. Just for the arms though, nothing for the legs. And she could either punch or she could grab, which is pretty cool. As you can see on this arm, she does have a bracelet. I have to admit, I'm not really sure if that is any significant, anything significant to that. I mean, I don't know, really, or just for show. I'm not that knowledgeable of the character. All I read from her is from any kind of Avengers comics. I don't read anything other than that. You know, the all new, all different Avengers is what I really just see her in. But other than that, looks pretty nice. So this is for the accessories. Now let's take a look at the character and figure herself. Alright, so here is Miss Marvel up close and personal, and I think it looks pretty good. She is a fairly young character in the comics, I believe, like a teenager, a high school student, right? So she looks pretty good. Maybe a little older looking, but I'm not really complaining at all. The head sculpt looks pretty nice. It looks brand new as well. The hair looks pretty good too. New hair sculpt, so everything looks pretty nice. Going down to the rest of the body, she has her blue outfit on top of her red tights, if you want to call it that. The S looks pretty good for Miss, right? I don't know, Marvel? Whatever. I believe it's an S, right? But it looks pretty good. The paintwork on it is pretty decent. I do have a little scratch there, but you know, you're pretty much used to that for Hasbro by now. But other than that, the figure is pretty plain. Red on the arms, red on the arms, red going down. She has blue boots right there. She does have her scarf right here, which looks pretty good. I think there's a little bit of a symbol over there as well, which is pretty nice. So overall, a plain figure, but very nicely executed. She does have, you know, you do have to appreciate the small details here and there, because there are pretty much some paint apps like around the corners of the shoulder right there, even on the scarf going down, the gold. So it's pretty good. Very nice. Nice small figure. Here is her bracelet again, which I'm not sure what that is for. And going down to the rest of the trim on the dress. Yeah. Alright, so let's get into articulation really quickly. She has a ball jointed head on a hinge. A little bit restricted because of the hair and also the scarf, because the hair goes down pretty low. So the head doesn't go up that much. It goes down just a little bit. It also goes left and right, no problems there. Also pivots a little bit to the side, so that's pretty good too. Let's take off the head so you can see how that looks like right there. You can probably pop that off. And I don't know if this is going to make a big difference because her hair is still pretty low. But there she is about the scarf on. And yeah, it's not the big difference. So whatever. Going down to the rest of the body, on her shoulders right here, she has hinged shoulders on pegs that rotate, so it goes all the way around, up and down, really nice and smooth. She has no bicep swivel, but she does have the elbows that rotate and go 90 degrees like that, and rotate left and right, so it's pretty standard as well. For the elongated arms, she doesn't have any articulation there, but on the normal ones, she does have a hinge and a swivel at the wrist, so that is pretty normal right there, pretty nice. Going down to the rest of the body, her ab work right there. Let's go take a look at that. Not bad. Goes forward a little bit. Goes back a little bit as well. Left and right, of course. And also pivots a little bit. So it's pretty standard right there for the female characters. So her dress, you want to call it a dress, it goes down pretty low. It's pretty soft material, so it's not the worst, but it does hinder the articulation in the hips a little bit. So she does have T-jointed hips. Here she is doing a split. Going forward a little bit, like I said before, it might hinder it a little. Doesn't go up all the way 90 degrees. But like I said, it could be worse because this could have been really hard, and you couldn't maybe not be able to move it at all. So going down to the rest of the body, she has thigh swivels, 2 points at the knee, boot swivel as well. It's pretty nice. And at the ankle, she has a hinge, of course, and a pivot. So very standard articulation for this female body, of course. Of course, she has new arms, so it might be a little bit different there. The dress over here does hinder the articulation in the hips a little bit. So, you know, you could chalk it up any way you want, good or bad. She still looks pretty good though. So quick size comparison, here she is with the other members that I have so far of the all new, all different Avengers. All that we're missing is the new Thor, the female version of course, and also the very anticipated kid version of Nova that will be coming out soon. But so far so good. I like how she looks. Like I said before, she is smaller. She is supposed to be like a teenager. So her and actually Morales right here are pretty much the same size, which I like. And they should be about that same size right there. Now, we have seen this mold fairly recently, or pretty much often. It is the basic female small size body overall, and most of these girls all share the same thing pretty much. There might be some slight differences here and there, like for instance these actually, they have the same size chest. She actually has a smaller one if you examine it close enough, but overall they pretty much are the same size, same figure, same basic mold, and which is a little bit smaller compared to the normal full-size female body, if you want to call it that, this one, which is Silk, and a lot other female characters have that one right there. Alright, so basically I like the figure a lot. It's a very nice, clean figure. You know, you look at her, she's done very nicely, very cleanly. You know, you can't really complain how it looks like. You know, it pretty much looks exactly like the character in the comic book, so that's pretty good right there. I do wish the figure came with another head sculpt without the mask on, so that would have been nice to have. But other than that, definitely a nice figure. The skirt itself right here, you know, disrupting the articulation could be something you don't like, but I still like the figure a lot. It's definitely a nice thing, a nice one to have in your collection. And that's about it, guys. So thanks for watching. Like always, comment, criticize, subscribe, do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go to wildlandcustoms.com. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Peace!
That's crispy.